For many fans of the Umbrella Academy, Season 3 of the show has left them quite shocked, and they wonder what can come next. Let's find out how Season 4 will change everything. Victor and Allison reconciliation. The Umbrellas, more than anything, have mastered the art of getting over every challenge thrown their way, and this has made fans curious to find out if Victor and Allison would be able to overcome the differences between them and be good siblings with each other again. Their fallout has been the most heartbreaking, and the fans can only hope Season 4 will come to put things back together as they once were. The loss of Claire and the avoidable passing of Harlan have caused a grieving that has made Victor and Allison continue to blame each other for the loss of their loved ones. Even with the way many fans thought things would be different towards the end of Season 3, it appears that's now left to Season 4 to do justice to. With what the fans have gotten to know so far about the standards of the Umbrella Academy, forgiveness isn't entirely lost, as the team always finds ways to reconnect with each other. Even though it appears as though Victor and Allison might be done with each other for good, Season 4 is in line to make changes and cause one of the biggest reconciliations in the show. Allison becomes a villain. It's a bit scary to some fans what Allison could be capable of, as she still seemed to be the only one with power amongst the Umbrellas, as estimated by some fans. It's believed that Allison could choose the ways of her father, according to a Reddit user who broke down this theory in detail. They explained why they think Allison might still have her powers in the post that says, "We didn't see her lose her powers. Her particles weren't used to fuel the machine in the last episode, so maybe she still has them." The post continued by explaining how Allison has once crossed the lines with her powers and is likely to do so again. The background stories of most villains always begin with their isolation from the rest of the world or group, and this Reddit user has established Allison's introduction into the lonely path in Season 3, which would likely make her act alone in Season 4. The post says, "We didn't see her reunite with the rest of the Academy in the end. Maybe another foreshadowing that she'll be alone throughout the next season." Another user agreed to this point when they mentioned how everything screams origin story from what happened in Season 3 with Allison in their post that says, "I agree she might be the villain next season. They certainly made her a villain this season. All the trauma she went through was practically a villain origin story." Superheroes without powers. The clock is ticking fast, and the fans are afraid that the show might pull on with the Umbrellas without their powers in Season 4. This is literally possible, as the Umbrella Academy is known for the unexpected. Season 4 might focus on the group doing all that's necessary to get back their powers, or trying to settle down into normal lives, which seems oddly weird. The fans definitely don't think Reginald would continue to hold down the fort, as his children can't defeat him without their superpowers, so the struggle is going to be about that. The showrunner Steve Blackman already hinted at how Season 4 would go, as he made emphasis on how it doesn't make sense to have superheroes without powers. In his words, he said, "We can't have superheroes without superpowers, so that will clearly be a challenge for our Umbrellas next year, what to do without powers and how to get them back." He also explained how he'd make sure Season 4 takes on a new direction when he said, "I want it to feel different from the first 3 seasons, just as wild but as a slightly different take." Future plans for Reginald. For an iconic character like Reginald Hargreaves, some fans believe he has outlived his original storyline according to the graphic novels, and wonder what possible plans Season 4 could have for him. Season 3 shed light on how he's been able to achieve his long-term goal of reviving his lost love Abigail by forcing his children into oblivion. Despite all the added moments to his involvement in the series, the character still has a lot to fulfill in Season 4 of the show, at least according to what Steve had to say. The showrunner said, "I've had a pretty clear idea of where he's going. I know pretty much the first 4 seasons of his storyline." He also mentioned how the character's storyline is being helped because of the actor portraying it. He praised Confiori's skill in relation to his character when he said, "Confiori is such a good actor. You can play so many layers of Hargreaves." Also, the fans are looking into finding out more about Reginald's being an alien and how Luther's discovery of that changes everything going forward. Hotel Oblivion. Season 3 of the show could have been broader, according to Steve, because they planned on filming some parts in Japan before cutting it out. The Japan scenes, which were taken from the graphic novel, are an engaging piece titled Hotel Oblivion. This volume of the novel features Luther in Tokyo while he fights with some Japanese superheroes to stop crime and, in the process, meets with Dr. Zoo, Reginald's old friend, who offers to take him on a journey to outer space. The fans, who would have been so thrilled to see the Umbrellas outside of their comfort zones, got an explanation from from Steve on why that was taken away. He said, "We had written a whole section for Japan in season 3, which is in the graphic novel, and then we took it out after COVID hit. Clearly, the fans could understand, as Japan had restrictions on flights coming into their country at the time, which would have made every production plan for Japan impossible. But with the post-credit scene of season 3, which shows Ben Hargreaves on a South Korean train, there's a high chance of the fans getting to see the show in a new and breathtaking setting, a new universe." With season 4, the fans could be sure of many interesting things that had taken place in the new universe, but that wouldn't be without a cliffhanger, as usual. Season 3 of the show established the plots for season 4, and the most iconic thing from season 3 is what happened between the Hargreaves and the Umbrellas. It's not clear to the fans how the group would go against their father, who now seems more powerful than ever, and they hope season 4 will tackle that narrative. The excitement keeps blubbing within the fans, who are very keen to find out whose side Allison would pick between her team and their father, since she still seems to have her powers and was involved with their father to power the machine to the new universe, unlike the others. Picking her father's side might cause her to lose Ray and Claire again. The fans can't wait to find out how conflicted Allison gets in season 4 and how she'll come out of it. That's if she's still alive. Just like in the previous seasons, the group would have a new apocalypse to deal with, and with their powers now gone, that could mean trouble, for there wouldn't be much to do to stop the end of the world from happening if it comes to that. The plot would also focus on the newly married Luther, who seems to have lost his wife, who didn't show up with the rest of the team and is on a mission to get her. Season 4 would also shed light on whether Allison is still alive after she was sent to a new world where she gets to be with Ray and Claire. The fans are also wondering if Diego and Lila will be able to live the normal lives they want in season 4 after so many years of being superheroes. And yes, season 4 is coming soon to shed light on all the unanswered plots of season 3. The Derail. The series has also been outpaced by the direction of season 3, leaving fans wondering how long and how far the deviation will go. The showrunner Steve Blackman, in an interview with Newsweek, mentioned what he thinks about season 4 derailing far from the novel when he said, "We've deviated from the graphic novel to some degree, probably more this year than others. You know, I love what Gerard and Gabriel do with Hotel Oblivion." One of the cast members of the show, Diego Castañeda, has told people how interested he is in exploring different and new ground in season 4. The actor, who seems to enjoy the Umbrellas without their powers, said, "I honestly really do like the fact that we don't have powers, because the Umbrella Academy was never really about the powers." He, however, acknowledged how much the show has derailed from the novels and implores the fans to keep enjoying seeing their favourites doing what they do best. He said, "The power was just a little seasoning to the show. This season has de-escalated and it's become much more about, let's just watch these people that we really love bantering with each other." One of the writers of the show, however, mentioned how he would love it if the show could get up to 7 seasons, but then promised the fans a great ending with season 4, unlike the other seasons, as it might turn out to be the last. He said, "I'm not sure how many more seasons we have, but I do have a season 4 that I think the fans will love, and, you know, a great ending if it is to be our last season." It's definitely going to be a takeover season for the Umbrella Academy once season 4 hits our screens. What do you expect? Let us know in the comments. Thanks for watching.